I'd like to welcome in studio from the Newport Service Organization. We have volunteer Barbara Brill. How are you?
I'm well. Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to this winter wonderland.
I know, right?
It's here. Santa can now rest easy.
We'll see if it stays.
Well, I think the forecast is that it's
30s all week,
and a little bit of something later in the week, maybe.
Possibly. I try not to look too far ahead because you know how the weather changes every 5 minutes in New England.
Yes, I do.
It does look like 30s the next couple of days, and then late like 37 by like Thursday.
Okay, well I'll look for that heat wave of 37.
So, is this a busy time of year for the Newport Service Organization?
Oh my goodness, yes. Our thrift shop is booming with business, and you know it's a perfect place to shop. Mm-hmm. If you are getting ready for the holidays and you need decorations, we have a mountain of them. If you need wrapping paper for gifts, we have that. We have gifts. We have gift certificates. And, you know, I think that one thing that people don't always realize, Steve, is that in addition to having a department store atmosphere in terms of clothing. So we have a women's section and a men's section and a children's section. We also have housewares. Mm-hmm. We have linens. We have games. We have jewelry. We have everything that you can imagine. And I always think of it as a treasure chest. You never know what you're going to find. Mm-hmm. But you never have to feel guilty when you leave because you can buy things that you might not have even been looking for and not spend a lot of money.
Now, do you have a lot of folks that are big thrifters?
Thrifters in...
Like that they will go to thrift stores?
Oh, yes, they do. Yes, we do.
And do the hunt? Because it's a hunt, right?
Well, you know, I think they do. And what I always hear is that ours is... the best one. Not only is it the best one in terms of quality, and we're very careful. Our volunteers do a wonderful job of really making sure that things that we put out for sale are of high quality. Mm-hmm. But we also, our prices are reasonable. And, you know, as we're all looking at trying to do more with less,
right.
We can offer some very nice alternatives to those new shopping store prices. We have warm clothing. We have a fabulous display of women's jackets right now, mm-hmm. women's outerwear. We have all the things that you need to make this season that is cold, warm, mm-hmm. and toasty, but again, it's affordable.
Yeah.
It's affordable. And as I mentioned earlier, for those people that you really don't know what to buy for, the thrift shop gift certificates are fabulous. You know, we even have Christmas cards, birthday cards, all kinds of cards. So there's nothing about the holidays that you can't find at the thrift shop, mm-hmm. except the food.
Right.
We don't have the food, but everything else is wonderful.
The Newport Thrift Shop is located right in, what's the name of the plaza?
John Stark. It's the Newport Shopping Plaza. Newport Plaza.
The old Derby's Plaza.
Well, and it's what I always tell people is they're coming down the hill. It's right across from Shaw's, mm-hmm. the plaza that's across from Shaw's. And we are open Monday through Saturday, 10 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. We we accept donations. Mm-hmm. And that's another piece that's always, for me, very, very nice to acknowledge is that all of our items are donated, and all of the money that we raise goes right back into the Newport community.
Right. There's a lot to unpack there. So the donations portion of it.
Yes.
Some thrift stores only accept stuff in season? So winter stuff in winter, summer stuff in summer, so on and so forth. How do you guys operate?
If you have it and you want to donate it, bring it in.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what season it is. We have storage in our back area, and so our process is it comes in. We have two of our volunteers work as teams in the different departments, and they'll go through everything. If it's off season, mm-hmm. then they'll pack it away, and if it's in season, then it goes out on the shelves, and it goes out and then out the door in the blink of an eye. I one time saw something that I liked and didn't buy it.
Oh.
Went home and decided, oh yes, I needed that. Went back the next day, gone. But that's a nice thing in a way, because every time you go in, you can go in every day. You're going to see different things every day.
So now when somebody's going to make a donation, I know that because I've dropped off my stuff multiple times. I always wash my stuff before I send it in. Even if it's clean, I'm like, I'm just going to throw it in the wash again just in case. Is that kind of what you hope people do, is wash
Absolutely.
it?
Well, we really like things to be in very good quality. If it has spots or stains or tears or missing buttons or if housewares are cracked or not there, we don't put it out.
Okay.
We actually throw it away.
Okay.
We have a yellow bin that we put clothes in, and then the rest goes in the dumpster. We take a lot of pride in that, and we have people that are checking it all the time. And if someone brings us something to the desk and has found a spot or something, we won't sell it because we have a reputation for high quality, and we want to maintain that reputation.
Now, the Newport Service Organization runs the thrift store.
Absolutely.
And one thing that you had mentioned previously, and it's super important, is that the money that you raise, you guys are a nonprofit.
We are.
You have a board of directors and
we do.
Everything. The money goes right back into the community. And
yes, it does.
This year, it made a donation to the rec department, I believe.
It actually has made a pledge.
Oh, pledge, okay.
For the new community center building. And again, I think that we've been able to a number of times make contributions for large items in the community. We've been able to contribute to ambulances. But, on a regular basis, our board meets 5 times a year, and we look at requests from nonprofits in this area that have a focus on health or safety, because, again, that's our focus and that's our mission, to support health and safety entities. And we donate to the senior center, to the VNA, to the police department, the fire department, the schools. We've donated to any number of nonprofits. We also offer support to graduating students or adult learners who are going back to school to gain more education in either the health or safety field. And so we offer scholarships.
Oh, nice.
And we had a meeting a couple of weeks ago, and we approved 2 more scholarships for individuals going into different fields. Again, we focus local, but we give everything that we make back. Which is wonderful. That our sense of purpose is always to support our community, and the volunteers do an outstanding job.
And that's the thing. You're a volunteer.
Absolutely.
And you guys are volunteer run.
Yes. Everyone at the thrift shop is a volunteer. And speaking of that, we are always looking for new volunteers. It is a wonderful opportunity to give back to your community, to get out of the house if you're retired. For me, I get to go in, and one afternoon a week, I get to work with some phenomenal women. We all work very well together. We have a good orientation and training program, so depending on what someone's interest is and their background is, we find them a niche that works for them. They can work into our schedule either in the back room or the front, or we've had other people that focus on other things. We have men volunteers, which is really handy because we have some heavy boxes that need lifting and furniture that we want to move around, and so they're wonderful. And
we men are good for some things.
Yes, you are, and we love it when we have a man volunteer because again, everybody can find a niche, and we have applications at the shop. So if you're interested, you can come in. The application is very easy to fill out. We have a $5 membership fee, an annual membership fee of $5. And you can join the Newport Service Organization and not be a volunteer, simply to be a part of that organization that does so much for the community. So I would absolutely encourage people. You'd love it.
So Newport Service Organization is a nonprofit that serves this community. Been running the thrift store for many years now, and I think some probably remember it when it was the hospital thrift, right? That
it actually, and that was where it was actually formed. Was it was formed as the auxiliary for the Newport Hospital. And when the hospital closed, the auxiliary wanted to continue to support the community. And so they dissolved and formed the Newport Service Organization, again, with that focus on safety and health. And they are phenomenal. We have about 80 members to the Newport Service Organization, and about 46 of them are volunteers.
Wow.
So we have a lot of volunteers.
That's awesome. It is 921 22 Degrees Main Street, Newport. Barbara Brill is in the studio of Newport Service Organization. She's a volunteer. Open Monday through Saturday. And gift certificates are available right now. And
yes, they are.
It's a unique Christmas gift.
Absolutely. It's a perfect Christmas gift. And just in case you're a last-minute shopper, we will be closed Christmas Eve day and the Monday after Christmas, and then we'll be closed the Monday after New Year's for holidays.
Sure.
Again, we're very, very busy right now, and so we want to give our volunteers a break so they can enjoy Christmas and the holiday season with their family too.
Good. I like hearing that, actually. I'm happy when people are closed on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and just close down. That's fine.
Yeah. But there's a lot of good things there to buy. So again, if you're looking for anything related to the holiday season, we have it.
And you guys open up at 10 o'clock this morning.
We do. And we'll be open until 4. And the only time that we're closed is if it's a bad snow day and the school is closed, then the thrift shop is closed.
Okay.
Or if there's some kind of a local emergency. For example, when we lost power a couple of weeks ago. We had no power, and that means no lights, and so it's hard to shop in the dark, so we closed.
Now, do you guys take credit cards, or is it just cash?
It's cash only.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we're not able to take credit cards or checks. But when someone comes in and they're not prepared, we can direct them to the ATM across the street, and we will put their things aside for a few minutes while they go over and get cash.
You probably have that more and more these days because less and less people carry cash.
We do, but it's interesting. The people who shop with us on a regular basis know, and they always come prepared. In fact, they're funny because they'll bring in small bills, which is always really helpful if you're at the cash register. And if not, then again we send them over to the ATM and they can change for cash there.
Yeah. Newport Service Organization does such a great job, and like I said, been around for a long time. And I know that you're proud to be a part of it and proud to volunteer and help back to the community.
Absolutely. And I must say, Marty Lovely is our current president. Marty does a phenomenal job. Shirley Carr is our shop manager. The board is very active and very focused on supporting the community. So it is a phenomenal group to become involved with, very easy to become a member, volunteer, and one that there's a lot of support for orientation and training.
Barbara, anything else you want to get on about the Newport Service Organization?
I think I've pretty much covered it. Again, great place to shop, no guilt, lots of treasures, and lots of things outside of clothing.
Sure. And make your donations if you do wish. Just go by and drop them off. There's a container right out there. Or
a cart. You come right in the front door, and we have a cart right there. You just pop your bags in, and then you can shop. And if people want to have a receipt for their tax purposes, because we are a 501c3, so donations are tax deductible, then we have those at the front desk as well.
Excellent. Well, good talking to you.
Always good talking with
Always
you.
a pleasure having you in here, and best of luck this Christmas season at the Newport Service Organization and Newport Thrift.
Thank you so much, and thank you for always supporting all the activities in Newport. You're a treasure.
Well, I wouldn't say treasure, but it's the best.
I would.